The Mediterranean is a world biodiversity hotspot, but this biodiversity is increasingly threatened by human activities. Marine Protected Areas, or MPAs, are considered a successful way of reconciling conservation with sustainable economic development. In the Mediterranean, there are still too few marine protected areas. We need more and more effective MPAs.
Mediterranean countries have committed to protect 10% of their marine ecosystems, but today only 4% of the Mediterranean is protected, and actually only 0.4% of the coastal waters, those that are more threatened. Mediterranean marine protected areas face many challenges. 3/4 of them are located in the north of the basin, so very few marine protected areas are in the south and in the east. Only less than 50% of them have a management plan, and the majority of marine protected areas don't have enough resources, human and financial, to carry out all their important tasks. So a major effort needs to be engaged by Mediterranean countries to achieve the protection of 10% of the Mediterranean Sea.
But creating and developing an effective MPA is a long and complex process that requires time, adequate capacities, and the right conditions.
MPAs go through 3 phases before they're fully operational and mature. The first phase is a preliminary phase in which the visioning and the creation of the MPA takes place with scientific, social, and legal considerations. The second phase is the pioneering phase in which the MPA becomes operational. And the third phase is the self-sufficiency phase with financial considerations as a part of that. This process is challenging, complex, and takes a long time.
With the MedPAN South project, WWF is working with over 20 partner organizations to support MPAs in 11 countries of the South and East Mediterranean to take the first steps of the journey. For MPAs to be successful, all key stakeholders need to be involved at the very outset of their creation. The MedPAN South project puts local and national consultation at the center of the planning process and facilitates the active engagement of administrators, fishermen, divers, boat operators, restaurant and hotel owners.
Concept of workshops and participation is something new, especially for the local community. To organize all this and to motivate them to come has been a challenge because they don't feel like it's a place where they can contribute, and we try to explain them and to persuade them to come and to give their comments. So I think it was an experiment, it was something new. But now they accept the concept, and any future collaboration would be much easier.
U svakom slučaju mi surađujemo sa parkom na način da smo uključeni u eko akcije, čak u neke eko radionice, ali mislim da bi trebali više sudjelovati u izradi ovoga plana upravljanja koji se sad u biti radi, zato što mi smo ona druga strana.
Daha katılımcı bir uygulamaların başlatılması belki daha iyi olurdu ama son zamanlarda bu daha da ilerledi. Belki biz kendimize bu konuyu öğretirken bu toplantılara katıldık. O konularda daha hızlı gidilebilir. İnsanlar kısa sürelerde daha aktif olarak olayların içine katılabilir diye düşünüyorum. Ama gidişten de ümitliyim. İnsanların bilgilenmesi uzun sürse bile bu birkaç kere tekrarlanma prosedüründen geçmesi gerektiğini ben de görmüş vaziyetteyim. bence yavaş bile olsa doğru yöne doğru gidiyoruz. Hem bölge insanının hem yönetici olarak bu projeye katılanların böyle bir prosedürden geçmesi şart.
Successful MPAs around the Mediterranean and the world are valued by their local communities who become their first supporters.
Vjerujem. Ja stvarno vjerujem da WWF može pomoći parku, da to sve bude bolje. Da to sve bude bolje u obostranom interesu i parka i ljudi na rastovu i rastovskih ribara. Ja stvarno vjerujem u to. I nadam se da se to neće izigrati, da će to stvarno biti tako.
MPA management plans are essential as they outline MPA goals and objectives and establish clear monitoring mechanisms.
Management of protected areas is hugely important because we have a lot of protected areas, but without active management and transparent management, you cannot tell did you achieve your objectives? Did you really conserve whatever you are conserving in particular area? I believe in structured process of planning and implementing activities. I think this project, as well as some other projects happening before, really significantly contributed to the way of thinking of managers.
As part of the MedPAN South project, by the end of 2012, management plans will be complete for Taza National Park in Algeria, Kashkakova Specially Protected Area in Turkey, and 5 MPAs in Croatia. In Tunisia, the MedPAN South project has also made it possible for the Cap Negro-Cap Serat Marine and Coastal Protected Area to have a permanent dedicated management unit. In northeastern Libya, the Ain al-Khazala Gulf has been identified as a priority marine and coastal area for protection. The Gulf is officially Libya's first MPA since January 2011. The MedPAN South project also built MPA management skills in the region and fostered the active exchange of good practices among MPA managers and staff, government representatives, NGOs, and local economic players. It organized training and workshops as well as exchange visits between MPAs in the Mediterranean.
Well, the greatest challenges in the process of creating a management plan was a shortage of the educated staff. So basically all our parks are undercapacitated and on our own it would be very difficult to produce a management plan that is adequate for our MPAs.
Over the last 3 years, WWF has strengthened the network of MPA practitioners and experts from around the Mediterranean in collaboration with MedPAN, the network of MPA managers in the Mediterranean. In doing so, it laid the foundation for the development of more effective MPAs in the south and east of the Mediterranean.
When you meet people from Italy, France, USA, then you start to think in other way. You see that your problems are not unique, that even other marine protected areas or people have the same issues, the same problems, and they solve that problems. So there is a way to work it out.
The WWF MedPAN South project has achieved its objectives, but it is only the beginning of the journey.
من مهامنا كحظيرة الوطنية لتازا إنشاء هذه المحمية البحرية لتازا، وقمنا بشراكة مع WWF إذا مشروع MedPAN South. هناك في المرحلة الأولى مخطط هذه العملية مع حدود، لكن المرحلة يعني الأهم هي إنشاء استراتيجية سياحة. هذه الاستراتيجية تتطلب تعاون كبير من محلي WWF MedPAN وشركاء عبر البحر الأبيض المتوسط.
WWF is committed to working with all key players around the Mediterranean to ensure the efficiency of MPAs and the preservation of Mediterranean biodiversity.